Hey everybody, welcome to Tuesday, June 4th. We are working our way through Things Happen in Threes with the June journal. And I have got the journal question posted. If you're viewing this on Instagram, it's right there for June 4th. If you're in our Facebook group, it's in the comments section. And for YouTube, I'm gonna put it in the comments section there so you can see what the journal question is in case you miss it while we're doing our little video here, okay? So today is Tuesday, June 4th, and I usually just tuck the date up there. That way I have it for quick, easy reference later. If the Lord pricks me and says, hey, remember what I told you the other day? I can quickly kind of go back and do it. Or if I'm talking with somebody and they say, so you were talking about Wednesday, but I kind of missed something. I have it here for quick reference, and so will you. So as we have talked about with Things Happen in Threes, God usually, and it, does fun things in threes. Sometimes it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sometimes it's morning, noon, and night. Sometimes it is just about the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And so that's how we've broken up this June journal book, is Things Happen in Threes. We first start talking about how to take the focus off ourselves and put it on 3 people. So right down here, you can pick any 3 people that you want to think about today or pray about or bless, or make sure you remember to reach out and text or call later today or just check in with. You never know what 3 people the Lord is going to lead you to, and you never know if maybe you were just the right person that they needed to hear from today, or just know that you're praying for about a certain situation. So you want to make sure that you have those 3 people listed in here, just so you can remember, take a quick peek if you can't remember one of the 2 or whatever you need to do. Now, the second part of Things Happen in Threes is it's so important for us to put the word in our hearts and have it so that we can remember it. And obviously, reading it, saying out loud, and writing it. So I have our Bible verse here that we're going to focus on. Over here, you can rewrite the verse or you can put it in your own words, whichever is the most comfortable for you. And then as part of that, how does this verse apply to you today? Does it mean something to you? Did it hit just the right chord for you today? Does it mean nothing at all because it hasn't quite hit yet? You never know how a verse is going to hit you, what it means to you when you reflect on it. So if you just fill in this one that says, how does this verse apply to me? Okay? And that just helps us to remember that verse a little bit better, because if we are going to go forward and getting a deeper relationship with the Father, it's so important for us to know His Word and have it to have true meaning and how it applies to us, because we tend to remember things better when they apply to us in some way. So this is a great way for us to start to do that and start thinking about, what does that verse mean to me today? How does it apply to me today? And then finally, on this last page, we have our journal question. Now, I have written my journal question up here just because of the way that I journal. I like to start with gratitude. I like to add in a little bit of confession, asking the Lord for forgiveness for something that may have happened the other day. Then, of course, I've got my question here. I like to give the Lord a minute when I'm thinking about my journal question for today and what I want to ask the Lord about. I tend to want to give it a minute and feel and hear from God about what His answer is. And then I just start writing what I believe the Lord's answer is. Sometimes I just write and write and write. When I go back and I reread it, it's like, oh my gosh, all of these light bulbs are clicking at the same time. Sometimes I go back and it doesn't quite mean anything yet, but notice that's the yet. I can go back to it another day when I'm having that same kind of thing come up and just look and see how the Lord answered me, and it might have more impactful meaning at that point. And then, of course, obey. If God has directed me to do something specific today based on what the question was I was asking, obviously if He's telling me to do it, it's important for me to obey what he's asking of me, however big or small that might mean. And so for today's question, I've got my journal question to be, Lord, what do you desire for me to experience today? A little bit of that is based off our verse for today from Numbers 24 and 17. Some of it is just based on life is going fast right now for me, and I just want to make sure that I don't go a day without experiencing something that gets me closer to the Lord or with the Lord. So that's pretty much it for our June journal entries and getting closer to God and developing that relationship by doing things in threes. So I hope this is blessing you as much as it's blessing me. And don't forget, share, share, share so we can get more people doing this and joining us with our group. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.